Hello, my name is Jacob Silver, and for today's video I want to talk a little bit about playing left-hand voicings, specifically rootless left-hand voicings. Now for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to go over the harmony or the actual notes in the voicings. That'll be covered in other material. What I do want to go over today is some tips and tricks to make the playing experience a little bit more smooth and comfortable. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with an A minor rootless voicing, which will look something like this. Now, a couple things to keep in mind is that you'll notice that my 2 and 3 are playing kind of halfway in the black key area. Now, it's very important that when you play rootless voicings, you don't do something like this. This is called curling, and it's very uncomfortable for your hand. So just place your hand on the keyboard and you'll see naturally the position that your 2 and 3 want to be in. You'll notice that my 3 is longer than my 2, so it's playing slightly in front. Now, if we were just to play an A minor 7 voicing like that, and we weren't going to any other chords or something like this would be a perfectly comfortable area to play that in. But generally speaking, in jazz piano, we play 2 5s quite a bit. So very often this chord, this A minor 7, is going to move to some kind of D7 chord. Maybe a D7 9 like this, or maybe a D7 flat 9 like this. Now if we want to play an A minor 7 into a D minor 7 flat 9, there's one very critical thing that we need to keep in mind, which is how far in we're going to play. Now, like I said, if we were just playing A minor 7, this would be a perfectly comfortable place to play, but if we wanted to go to a D minor 7 flat 9 chord, we'd have to make this big kind of shift from here to here. Again, if we started playing out here and we wanted to go to this chord, there would be a big kind of shift like that. Now there's a very easy way to avoid it, which is playing the A minor 7 chord a little bit more inside to begin with. So if we know we want to go here, that's where we want to end up. You see our thumb is playing on the edge of the black key. So we can play the A minor 7 that far inside to make it very smooth to go to the next chord. Now you'll also notice that because my thumb needs to be on a black key, we're playing fairly far inside, and you'll notice that my 2 and 3 are playing fairly close to the fall board. That's a perfectly okay place to play. And after all, if we were playing out here, we still have to play these 2 keys inside the black key area, so we're not really losing anything by going inside there. Let's look at a different harmony. So this is a classic 7, 9, 3, 5 voicing. So we'll look at one starting from the 3rd. Let's take D minor 7. You can also put the 5 in there. Same idea. If we were just playing this chord by itself, this would be a perfectly comfortable place to play. But like I said, very often we're going to be moving to some kind of 5 chord. In this case, it will be G7. Now, you'll notice that the thumb is on E natural, and if you were to play G7, that becomes the 13th of the next chord. And again, if we were doing this voicing, this would be a perfectly comfortable place to play. Even if we were going to play a flat 9, because our 3 is already in a fine spot to play the A flat. But if we want to go to a G7 sharp 5 or flat 13, our thumb on E is going to then need to have to play an E flat. So same idea is if we're going to play this chord, we know that we're going to need to play the D minor chord somewhere here. So that puts our thumb in a comfortable place to play there. And again, for all these chords, you want to check to make sure that your long fingers in the middle of your hand are not curling to get out of the black key area, like something like that. It's perfectly okay to play deep inside the black key area. You notice where my 3 is playing. So I hope that those tips can make your playing experience a little bit smoother when you play left-hand voicings. 2 things to keep in mind is don't curl your fingers like that. Just let them lay naturally. They can play deep inside the black key area. And always check to see where you're going. If your thumb is going to need to play on a black key, then the chord preceding it, you're going to want to play more inside, like that. All right, thanks for watching.